Gentlemen.
Alright, ArchonHawk is our USA this time around. Jono once again being China Tank. It seems to be his jam. He likes China Tank, and I think it's actually a pretty good faction to play if you're, not very good at the game and you're pretty, you're trying to learn the game. Because it's pretty, easy faction because the units are very strong. They don't necessarily require a lot of finesse micro, so it's a good faction to start off with, I think. Same with China Nuke. China Nuke is a bit harder because there's the Nuke Battlemaster micro, but then at least, because they're fast, you can defend and harass with them a bit easier. That's why China Tank is probably my second favorite faction after Nuke. Oh, I can't type. Yeah. USA van. Vanilla. Faction that gets lots of radar bans. So, is he going for a Chinook drop? Yeah, I think he's going for a Chinook drop. No factory. And he's going for a Chinook drop. Really should get a factory though. Yeah, I forgot I can press tab to see. What you can. So, it's hard to do this because the factories are right next to his supplies. And this is a bit of a cost investment because his Chinook isn't mining, and it's also going to delay his Humvees by quite a fair bit. So he really should get easier. He's getting his war factory now. So also the way that the buildings are placed, there isn't really much open terrain. This is probably the best spot to drop, and he really should use the spy drone and there's a spy drone there. So you really want to have an idea of where's vulnerable. And where is he? Oh, yeah, he's going for this one. This is actually the ideal spot. There is a gap there, though, but he can avoid it. Just go past it. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Nice work here. Is the trucks going for the crush? No, he's actually getting these down. So he's going to laser lock here. The Gat's there. He may lose his missile defenders. No, he's laser locking the Gat. There we go. The Gat's still focusing the Chinook, so he gets the Gat no problems. With the Chinook, it's pretty much low. He can't really evacuate that one. We will see the trucks get taken out here. This is a nice play, but meanwhile, oh, the Gat push here, and this is the problem, is the dream. The problem is it was a nice attack by ArchonHawk, but the Humvees were just too late. Even the tanks, the war factory was just way too late. You need to have the Humvees or the Crusaders, the Paladins, just something to defend against the Gat push. Nice crushes coming out of Jono. Man, this is hard. One Humvee might not be enough, especially as the Gat's vet too. Yeah, oh, nice, he's camping the barracks. That's a good play to make. I think really ArchonHawk probably should have just gone for Crusaders rather than the Humvee. GG, sir.
And his factory placement. Fuck.
Well, no, the issue is your factory was just way too late.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't build it.
I didn't really get the timing. No, that was as soon as I could get it, dude. That was as soon as I could possibly get it.
You were floating 2.5k for a while. I was looking at it. You had 2.5k.
No, I got it as soon as it hit 2,000. As soon as I finished my career, it hit 2,000. As soon as it hit 2,000,
well, I guess you didn't sell your CC. I guess maybe. Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
That wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, okay, that's why. Yeah.
Oh god, no wonder I didn't have any cash. I do that sometimes when I start playing Generals again. I haven't played in months. Well, since we played last. So yeah. Oh god, that's why. I was wondering why I didn't have enough cash. I was gonna go. I was building my war factory. I'm like, why can't I build my war factory? I didn't sell my freaking command center. That was really dumb.
Yeah, because then you would have had a Crusader.
Yeah, I would have had a Crusader. Yeah, and I went V instead because I'm just I don't have enough money. What the hell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so dumb. I make the worst mistakes. That's alright. YouTube will not forgive me, and I don't blame you for not forgiving me. No, that was why. Yeah. Because I needed to have something out to deal with the Gat harassment. I thought Crusader. I would in time, and it's just Crusader to deal with it, but that's alright.
Nice Gat harass, though. I didn't see the Gats. I was just watching your Chinooks.
I didn't either. I was because I had to laser lock the second Gat. He attacked at the same time as he pushed the Gats in, and I missed it.
And then I just looked back and I was like, oh, there's
with that radar does not go well. That's alright. The dream is alive. What a champion, this Jono guy. He's actually pretty good.
Maybe she got imp again.
Nah, I'm not. Nah, I can beat him, man. Like 100%. There's no way he can beat me if I play imp. Like it's. I don't want to do it. Yeah. No,
go imp. Go
He
imp.
can't beat me on
He's
it.
trying to tank though. He was toxin the first time.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was toxin.
Okay. All right, fine. Oh, imp. Okay.
All right. He's serious now. Big boy shoes are on.
Yeah.
You know, Blake doesn't fuck around when he plays China Inf. Shit gets real. Alright. I want to see this. Yeah, I think Tank's his best matchup. I played with him a few times, and he would have gone Toxin just because of the counter matchup, but like, I don't think it's really as much as you'd think because of outposts. It's like, it's only really if you're man spamming that the Toxin's actually strong against China infantry. So it will be ArchonHawk as our infantry, the bottom here. Jono as our tank once again. Lagoon, it's their favourite map. And when they're kind of like learning, you know, having the same map is consistent. And it's probably, you know, one of the best maps. I really like it. It's very open. It allows a lot of harassment, and it's, you know, you can't really camp because of how open it is and the middle supplies. So once again, double supply. So really, like, the question is there going to be... Hockeys are quicker whenever to use them. Is there going to be the man spam, or is it going to be the barracks opener for ArchonHawk? I think he might go one factory, one barracks, kind of mix it up. I know he loves mixing in minigunners. Probably won't need to, though, in this matchup, honestly. Like, I doubt we'll see Jono go for RPGs. It's probably just, yeah, I actually really like this, because we noticed, see, he knows this matchup. In the first game against Toxin, he went factory, and then he went barracks and mixed in the outposts with minigunners and whatnot, but against tank, you do need minigunners. Like, unless he goes for a helix, which, you know, is pretty iffy. Even in RPGs still work against helixes to some extent. You just don't really need the minigunners. So, yeah, the outpost spam, I think, is a good choice. And then from that, we'll see, you know, if he goes for the oil caps like he did before, if he goes for the supplies. Gats are coming out, though. He really shouldn't be putting Gats against outposts. Right? You really need to have, you know, battle masters. MiGs are really nice, but Gats just not going to cut it. Sorry, yeah, Gats. I think it said Gats. So hopefully he doesn't keep spamming. Yeah, he's spamming Gats. This is not going to end well. I just don't think he really understands the matchup, Jono, very well. That you just shouldn't really build Gats against. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not 5 of them. I mean, 1 or 2 is okay, I guess, but he really should have, you know, RPGs, battle masters. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't actually attack them. If he avoids them, if he gets close, he'll damage himself. But yeah, he's just losing these Gats, and he's giving a bit of veterancy away as well. So let's see what he builds into now. 3 outposts, 5 outposts. The Gat slips past, though. Yeah, Jono, he just lost, you know, most of his Gats. Though he lost one of them because the outpost was close to the Gat, so that the splash damage kills itself. Hopefully he's gonna go for the supply here. Yeah, he's getting the truck. The outpost is actually responding, but it will be a little bit late. Loses 1 truck. Nice harassment there from Jono. Keeping ArchonHawk on his toes. Barracks is here, looking to mix in some more units. And another outpost. So there's actually 2 outposts on the side of Jono. Obviously won't be as strong as the China infantry outposts. He needs to have them together. No minigunners mixed in, so now he needs minigunners. Nice response here by Jono. Still, there's a lot of RPGs on the ground, so he may need a troop cooler or something like that. Oh, he may lose his outpost here. Nice TNT. Nice work. That'll blow up. Evacs out. He shouldn't get... He's going to kill his own units there. He needs... Jono, please. He killed his own RPGs. The TNT blew up. But nice to see the swapping. Personally, I would go, like... airfield MiGs are very, very nice here against outposts. But the assault troop cooler is the counter to the MiGs. Still not quite a hard counter, but in that way. And a barracks, so he's actually adapting quite well here. This is clever play. He has plenty of GATs as well, so the moment the outposts get taken out, he's in a good spot. So looking at ArchonHawk, no text just yet, but I think his outposts are going to be a little bit more mixed up. Actually, aggressive play from Jono, but he's got to be careful because there's a lot more outposts on the side of ArchonHawk. Actually moving the trucks away. Nice play. I think Jono should have gone for the garrison and just sort of camped the garrison. That would have been an effective play. I think Jono's still building too many GATs. I'd like to see him, maybe... Whoops. I'd like to see him maybe get ECMs as well. And the minigunners... Oh, there's a troop crawler here, so he doesn't really need... Yeah, there we go. He gets the dozer. That's one of the dozers down. There's only one dozer left here. The command center was sold, of course. So... Yeah, he's just building too many GATs. You really can't spam GATs. I mean, you got to mix in the outposts to destroy the shells, because the GATs are great against infantry, but against the outposts themselves, they just don't do a lot of damage. Even the assault troop crawlers destroy GATs pretty effectively. Even if you just had RPGs on the ground, there's a prop center, that's nice, but will it be in time? I think there's going to be a bit of a counter attack here from ArchonHawk. Way too many GATs, and GATs don't kill buildings either. So yeah, I think that's an issue for me. But if there's going to be an Emperor outpost mixed in, that would be quite effective, but he needs to have ECMs for it. He's going for a big push on the side. If nothing else, he is keeping ArchonHawk contained in his base, but still spamming out GATs. Oh, there's an outpost. Awesome. As long as he has a couple of outposts, then that makes a big difference. And the prop center as well from ArchonHawk, so... I'm not sure what he's looking for. He doesn't really need it as much. He doesn't really need the ECMs as much as what Jono does, but it still be real nice to have against the other outposts. Maybe Lotus, I guess. Even maybe nuke cannons if he wants to go that sort of defensive route, but the Lotus for the oil caps would be a very nice pickup for both of these players, really. I hope Jono gets his chain guns as well. 25% damage increase makes a big difference. Nice spending from Jono. He isn't floating, neither is ArchonHawk, so it's nice to see these guys on top of their economies. Yeah, Lotus, nice work here. So, Jono should leave a GAT and an outpost nearby the oil to try and deny the capture, because sooner or later it'll happen. Blake's probably going to go for his Lotus right now, I would say. And I'd like maybe a command center to get the carpet bomb if you can afford it. The game is definitely slowing down. Jono's Lotus looking for the other oil jet. All going for the aggressive push here. He has an ECM, a few ECMs. This is a nice push here, but still only one outpost. Let's see how it goes. Outposts are moving in. They're shutting them down. The minigunners get destroyed. The outposts are falling as well. There's just so many Gatling tanks, and the ECMs making an excellent mix, especially with the outposts there. He's forcing the outposts away. He may just take out the outpost. ECM shuts down the outpost straight away. Trying to find some snipes here on the side. But it's a bit hard with the ECMs there. He's going to get the Dragon Tank on the War Factory. This is fantastic play from Jono. That goes the other outpost. He's running out. He has a few on the left side he needs to move in. And meanwhile, the oil's going to get captured as well. ECMs were a great pickup against these outposts. And the Dragon Tank's there. He's going to get the supply. The outposts are moving in to intercept here. And a nice angle from ArchonHawk. The ECM's not really catching the rocket, so he's actually losing his army here. Nice micro from ArchonHawk, but he's already lost a pretty sizable chunk of his base. And that's the last dozer. If he gets the snipe onto that one, he's in a rough spot. New cannon for ArchonHawk. That's going to give him great defensive artillery, but he's going to lose the dozer. Can he juke behind the propaganda center? Oh, he may have saved it, I think. He's firewalling his own outpost. Oh, the dozer gets taken out! Just barely gets taken out in the end, but the propaganda center's down. Only one war factory, only one supply. Doesn't have a Lotus on the field either. Jono's Lotus is revealed by the outpost. And the power plant trying to get firewalled, but he has held on to it for now. And look at this. What a Meanwhile, Jono's just macroing behind it. Really, really great stuff here. He's come a long way. My child has blossomed. He's hit 0-hour puberty. No minigunners here, actually, so the Lotus could probably go for a War Factory. But too late. Yeah. ArchonHawk's in a rough spot. I hope Jono has his... No, he doesn't have his chain guns. He should have chain guns with that many gats. I'm actually surprised that push went as well as it did. Just because he didn't have a lot of outposts, but it was still... I think also because ArchonHawk was out of position. He only really had half of his outposts there. There were still a few on his base, but look at the nuke cannon. This has a lot of potential here. He may find a few of these. It does fire. Gets the outpost, not the gats though. Nuke radiation gets the RPGs, but now there's 2 overlords coming. But still, the nuke cannon's waiting for him. They're very slow. Will do a lot of damage, but the overlords are very effective, very strong. One more shot is required. He's in the minimum range though, and he's unpacking. He's found the overlord. The nuke cannon gets taken out. GG. Jono picks up ArchonHawk against his infamous China Inc.
You have been.
He got ECMs out faster than I thought he would.
Yeah, no, they're ECMs. He only had one outpost. I think he had a bit too many gats.
Yeah.
But your outposts were out of position. You had like
I know,
3
they
or
were
4
off
of
the
them.
side, yeah. I expected him to push from that side. My nuke cannon was... I knew he would blow up, and so I was going nuke cannon, and it was literally just as his push started.
Yeah,
I had the
nuke cannon was
out,
actually
so,
clever.
yeah.
He just had more supplies than you as well, because he harassed you.
Yeah.
He got the oils with the Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier prop center would have been nice, but...
Yeah. They should have gone for it. I just needed more outposts. I thought he was going to push through sooner, and he just waited until he had ECMs. It was really smart. Yeah. Oh well, that's alright. I'm happy to get outplayed, man. I lost some China Info, like that's cool. So I'm down.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was alright. Not bad.
One more?
Nah.
This is getting intense now.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah,
like that was a really close game.
Yeah, okay, I might go one more. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Like
I think my timing's just a bit off. Like I should have got my nuke cannon like a lot faster than that.
Well,
That
you should have gone for
been-
like a Lotus oil cap.
Yeah.
And you want your ECMs.
Yeah, just too much pressure there with the gats and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want ECMs, man. You had too many gats. Like, I don't have a use for ECMs. Like,
Well, it's nice against his outposts because the gats can't kill the
yeah, he
outposts.
only has one.
It's
but,
only
like, yeah.
it's only the and your troop hall was out of position hardcore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, well done.
It's not bad considering I haven't played in like months.
Oh yeah, bear that in mind. ArchonHawk hasn't played this game in like 6 months. Well played. Though you forgot to get chain guns.
Oh really?
Yeah, no, chain guns.
I thought he wasn't doing as much damage as he could have been. I'm just like, dude, that time I actually out-kited his entire army because he just kept coming at me. I'm just like,
Yeah, you're good concaves. That was nice. Like that's what you should have done. You should have just kited. Like you all linked him.
Yeah.
Like you should have just like tried to poke and.
Yeah, no, I mismicroed it. Like I didn't
Yeah.
click away. That's why everything got caught on each other. Like, yeah.
I got it right at the end. I guess like he had the ECMs, which was a bit hard to kite from, but I'm having fun.
Alright, one more.
One more. I also think you had a bit too many gats compared to outposts. Migs can also be really nice against outposts, but expensive.
Go observer, you scrub.
Oh, sorry. Didn't go F for that reason. Yeah, if you're not comfortable with MiGs, don't bother. But when you get better, MiGs are great against outposts. And Humvees. And battle buses. Alright, the final game. I've lost score, and I don't think the score really matters. But whatever. I'm hyped. Get keen, Blake. You got this, Blake. You got this, Blake. Come on. You got this. Blake Napalm. I can actually change the in-game files to say Blake Napalm.
Can you please change
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. Not right now, but yeah.
Yeah, have you noticed that The Red Guard are referred to as Red Guard.
Yeah.
Shoot cunts and captures
Capture
shit.
shit. Yeah, I know,
That's what the Red Guard is called. Alright, here we go. Final game for the evening. ArchonHawk as the Chun Imp. As yellow. Why do you like yellow?
Huh?
Why
Gold.
yellow? I'm a red man myself.
Yeah, I'm a gold man.
Gold man? Okay. It is gold, isn't it? It's not yellow. Yeah. Jono as the Aqua. Maybe it's a representation of his sexuality. I don't know. Starting with his CC, ArchonHawk. Probably going to be doing the same. And this is getting interesting now because they've played a few times. They kind of know each other's strats and whatnot. I think double War Factory again is going to be the best sort of build for ArchonHawk. At least in the early. I think, you know, mixing in a barracks and just having more infantry can be quite nice, depending on how many gats there are. But also, yeah, garrison. Sorry, they didn't mention that to these guys. The garrison control is very, very important in this matchup because the outposts they die very quickly. So, which are RPGs. So if you can have those garrisons, it kind of forces you to avoid them in order to get dragon tanks. It takes a while. Yeah, double factory, the smart choice, I think. A little bit late is his factories though. But compared to Jono, his factories are out much sooner. And I do love this placement. You got to be careful in the later stages of the game. A cover bomb could take them both out, but it's going to make it harder to harass. So, Gats are coming out once again.
I have many bullets to spare.
He did say that he realized he had a bit too many Gats, so hopefully he goes outposts now. I think like the Gats are great against trucks, but yeah, against other outposts, just not that effective. Kiting away. Nice work. The Gats, I'm pretty sure, is a little bit faster. Yeah, no, great work, Jono. He's got his outpost already. So, but if the outpost is kiting, he will take it out first. So this is why this is very interesting. Oh, nice work. Like, he's getting garrison. That's a good choice. Maybe not all three of them, but at the very least, it is going to be denying this sort of portion of the map. Maybe if you had one of them in this garrison here, that'd be nice to do. Almost getting the Gatling tank, but not quite. Another outpost coming out down here for Jono. Barracks on the way. Gonna be getting some more RPGs. Gets the Gat. There's another outpost here though, but obviously the attack outpost will win. It has more health and it has more RPGs. He loses both of them, but he has more RPGs with the veterancy as well. He's going for the garrison, but the RPGs of ArchonHawk are wounded. So, Jono's will get there first. And there's a dragon tank coming now as well. So, nice work here. I like this mix. He's got his dragon tank for the anti-building, the anti-garrison, the Gats, the outposts. And we may see a really early prop center, because that's kind of what was very influential last game rather, is the early ECMs. Loses his RPGs. Jono clearing that one out. ArchonHawk can defend this one easily though. 2 outposts here, he'll have no problems warding off those Gats and the dragon tank. On the left side though, this may be vulnerable, and I think it's actually an all cap. Maybe he's just mixing it, I'm not too sure. Yeah, forces away the dragon tank, gets the kill. Gotta be careful of this flank. Even this garrison here, the bunker, is very nice to have. He's mixing into his outpost. And a prop center, very, very fast one for Jono. He's gonna have ECMs pretty soon. At the same time, ooh, Blake is beating him by like 10%. Okay, he's focusing the outpost. Nice work. He gets it. The Gats will clean up though. But he still has one other outpost there. And this one's full of minigunners. So you can gun them down. He's going for TNT bomb, I think. But he's able to juke it out. He should just fire his rockets. Yeah, he should have just fired his rockets. Nice mix of minigunners. Nice work. It doesn't take long for RPGs to kill the outpost. So in a situation like that, you really should just shoot it. It's only really if you're going to lose the RPGs to getting crushed by like a tank or something. An airfield. Ooh, this is a risky move. And the outposts are going to scatter it as well. ArchonHawk's in the base. He did cancel it. He sees the outposts on their way, and he's kind of caught them out of position. Splitting them up. He's going for the trucks. Goes is nearby as well. The other one will be intercepted, though. But at least here he will get the truck. Maybe even the prop center if he's there long enough. Yeah, a little bit scared away. Oh, there's an overlord though. He's going for the prop center. It is being repaired. He obviously wants to focus the dozer. I think he's trying to. Yeah, there we go.
Guard mode!
Guard mode! Nice work. I actually watched him guard mode. Yeah, nice snipe there in this matchup where you only have one dozer. Getting the dozer snipe is very important. Gatling cannon, they're going to clean up the RPGs on the ground. And there's the Lotus for the caps. So he hasn't... He's not capping the oil. He really should go for the oil, but I think he wants to try and just get the buildings. And it's risky to do, though, because there's gats and outposts. The ideal cap... Oh, yeah, now he realizes his mistake. He realizes it. That is a flame tank there from Jono. He wants to maybe firewall the Lotus, but he's actually firewalling the outpost. Yeah, Lotus is a little bit concerned. Meanwhile, though, the supply's getting shot down. The Overlord actually isn't responding. Doesn't have radiation shells. He's trying to tank. Oh, but he gets it just, though, with a regular Overlord. They were very low in health. So a lot of Overlords here for Jono. It's going to be hard for ArchonHawk to take that down. He really needs to have the Lotus to disable the Emperor Overlords. I don't think he can take them down with just outposts on their own unless he has a lot of them. Or a lot of RPGs on the ground. Gets his ult, Derek, but the flame tank is nearby, so he can just blow that one up pretty quickly. ArchonHawk has to defend it, but he can shut down the flame tank with the Lotus, no problems. That's going to be the Lotus of Jono coming out as well. Two Overlords here. There's really a huge army. He's flanking out the Dragon Tank, trying to respond with the redirection, but nice movement here from ArchonHawk. Gets that Dragon Tank, won't lose his outpost. And the oil stands, so Jono really should have punished that one, which he didn't. Because now it will secure the other oil up here. Lotus kind of on the wrong side. It's going to be a bit of a trek for Jono's Lotus to cap it. And I think Jono's trying to regroup and just have a big push through the middle. Bear in mind, ArchonHawk can get nuke cannons if he wants to. Jono can't, since he's tank. And if he tries to push out with the Overlords, ArchonHawk may just counter-attack him. No ECMs either. Jono really should have those ECMs. Makes a big difference against the outposts. Bit of a stalemate here, bit of a standoff. ArchonHawk floating a bit of money here. But he is getting a pretty huge army of these outposts. Yeah, there we go. Defensive nuke cannons. I'm a big fan of that. Maybe want to repair his oil. Really should get a... There's two dozers. He must have built a new one. He really should... Unless I'm thinking of a different game. Anyway, here, yeah, get his command center. Nice work. You want to have that online. Here we go. This is the push here. ArchonHawk. He's reassembling his army. The outposts are all converging. The new cannons moving in as well. 3 Emperor Overlords. But there's no ECMs. Getting a snipe. The Lotus is nearby, but she can't do that much with both the Gats and the outposts nearby. The new cannons in a bit of an awkward spot here. One Overlord is shut down. The outposts are swooping in, but they're getting decimated by the Overlord. The new cannon's just not firing. It needs to set up. Another new cannon's moving in. Once again, 3 outposts out of position. ArchonHawk losing a fair bit, but at the same time, so is Jono. There's just too many RPGs, and that Emperor Overlord, there's no Gatling cannon. That is the Gatling cannon there, just coming online now, but it will get shut down immediately. No, shutting down the wrong one, actually. Overlord was taken out, so not very well played by ArchonHawk in terms of his outposts were over there to the side, his nuke cannons weren't firing, but at the same time, not well played by Jono because there wasn't any ECMs. If he had ECMs, they probably wouldn't have lost those Overlords. It was a nice play, though, by ArchonHawk with the Lotus disables. That was very important, especially because he targeted the Overlord that had the Gatling cannon. So that was a nice play to make, and now he's going for a counter-attack, but he's going to walk into an Emperor Overlord. I don't think he wants to be here. No, he backs out. But poking an Overlord is deadly because it takes an outpost down instantly. That garrison's going to be paying off. Gets one outpost, maybe even a second one. Oh no. Actually, he barely survives, but this oil is still here. No oil for Jono. No Lotus either. Wow. The oil's going to make a big difference, and the command center's already finished for ArchonHawk. He's going to have his command powers soon. You'd go for the power. That'd be a really nice play. There we go. Great work. Still a pretty small army, and this Lotus is here. Needs to regroup with the Overlord. He's removing his power. That's his last dozer, I think. Shutting down the outpost, but he's still firing the rockets. He loses it now as well. The Gats are moving in. Overlord nowhere to be seen. Not very well coordinated by Jono. Because now it's just a single outpost, the Overlord on his own, and Lotus is going to shut it down. There we go. That's going to be a dead Overlord. Catch you later, Overlord. Disabled. And Jono may lose his dough. There's another outpost there. Sorry, Overlord. Going to have a lot of damage, but once again, the Lotus is nearby, ready to go. Doesn't even need it by the looks of it. Gets taken out. 2 Overlords are down. Surely ArchonHawk is close to having his command powers. 10k is the float here, so going to be a lot more production once he gets his head around that. Capping the War Factory. That's his Gatling though. Oh, loses the Lotus to the Gat. That was a little bit. Oh, no, he got it. What? He finished, and that is the difference between the. So that's GG right there. That's mine drop. That's a. Okay, there's a dozer there, so it wouldn't actually work. That's the difference between the Super Lotus and the regular Lotus, is that the capture speed. If it was the regular Lotus, she would have actually died by the time the capture went off.
I just wanted to see if I got it. I got it.
I just said that's
yeah.
that's the difference between regular Lotus and Super Lotus.
Yeah, that's how fast. I just wanted to see if I got the cap or not, and I did, so that's alright. Man, I miss waypointed my nuke cannons. I ended up right in the middle of the army. I was like,
And you had 3 more outposts that weren't even fighting the whole time.
Yeah.
I said that you kind of fucked that up. But at the same time, he didn't have ECMs, so
I got the concave down. I got 2 shutdowns with the Lotus.
Yeah,
so
that was good.
It's good enough.
And like you targeted the Gatling cannon,
yeah,
like rather than the regular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had to kill the Gatling one, and I got some evacs and a couple I didn't, but because there were so many outposts dying, I was just focusing on getting evacs and focusing down the Gats, because the Gats are the real problem when you're playing Inf. You have to kill the Inf army twice, because you have to crack the shells and then you have to kill the infantry. So if your evacs are on point, which mine really weren't, I need a lot of work.
Yeah.
To get I'm no good at this game, but yeah, if you get the evacs right, they then have to kill the infantry. So you focus everything anti-infantry first, and you kill all that, because it doesn't matter if the shells should get cracked. The infantry is ridiculous, and you get horde bonus, which is awesome. So that's fine. Yeah, you just as long as you get your evacs down, you kill all the Gats, and then you just mop up like I did. Then I just end up with heaps of infantry and stuff. So yeah, it was alright. My nuke cannons came out at the right time. I just waypointed them because I was kind of in a rush to get them out. They were again a little bit late. I should have got them sooner. I was gonna go for the cap with the Lotus, and then I'm just I better cap oils.
Yeah, I saw that. Your Lotus was I
was just
no, Blake, don't do it.
There's too much stuff there, and I'm just nah, better not. So. Man, getting those 2 outposts in was so crucial. In the back to kill his supplies, to kill the trucks. Yeah.